boxes with keys and values inside. Use the dot or brackets to see what you can find. Got a name and an age for a person or a place. Objects make it easy to store all in one space. Objects and arrays, they make our code complete. One stores collections, the other's missing need. When you need to structure your data just this way, call upon an object or an array. Arrays are just a list with things in order one by one. Put numbers, strings, or objects in, the choice is really fun. Push to add an item, hop to make it go. Shift or unshift to the front, now you're in the know. Objects and arrays, they make our code complete. One stores collections, the other's missing need. When you need to structure your data just this way, call upon an object or an array. Arrays are just a list with things in order one by one. Put numbers, strings, or objects in, the choice is really fun. Push to add an item, hop to make it go. Shift or unshift to the front, now you're in the know. Objects and arrays, they make our code complete. One stores collections, the other's missing need. When you need to structure your data just this way, call upon an object or an array. It's an array in an object, or an object in an array. Mix and match together, make data dance and play. Keys and indexes, properties and more. JavaScript is magic, with these tools you can explore. So when you code in JavaScript, remember what I say. Objects are for details, always put lists on display. Keep it simple, keep it clear, your data's all arranged. Objects and arrays, they'll help you on your way. Objects and arrays, in JavaScript, they'll save the day. So practice, learn, and have some fun. Your coding journey's just begun.
All right, back in Visual Studio. So what we talked about before is that objects are key value pairs. So I'm going to go ahead and create a simple object representing my name. So I'm going to say let my name equal, and I'm going to say first, quick, we need a comma here, last, and occur. Okay, so I've got a first name and a last name. Oops, pretty bad when you misspell your own name. Notice that each field is separated by a comma, and the last field does not have a comma. So I can let console.log show me what this means. And I'm just going to run this. You notice in the terminal window it shows you its understanding of that object. So now you will probably need to, at a certain point, access the members of that object. So we're going to say console.log my name.first. We'll say console.log my name.last. And now it will show you those individual members. Down here you can see it. You can also use a different notation. You can say console.log log my name, and you can use what we call the square brackets. First, last here. Okay, so does the same thing as you can see down here. So these are two different ways to get at those object members. You can also say my name.first equals Sam, and you're basically setting that. So now it's going to show you how to change that to Sam. You can delete members or fields from an object with the delete command. You can say delete my name dot first, and then we'll do a console.log just to show you it's gone. So down here, you see that it's just got my last name. Okay. So now let's talk about arrays. I'm going to say let colors equal our favorite colors here. Red, green, and blue. So now we have 3. We can always add more to this, subtract more, or whatever, but this is the basics. A lot of times you'll see const here if you want to make sure that they don't change, but we're going to go ahead and change the values in this array. So I'm going to leave it like this. Okay. So this is a zero-based construct. So color sub 0 will be red, color sub 1 will be green, and color sub 2 will be blue. So console.log colors sub 0. I'm just going to add the rest of them here. Will give us red and green and blue output to the console. Okay, perfect. Please note that this is two-way. You can actually set anything in the array. So you can say colors sub 1 equals brown. And now I'm going to go ahead and copy this down here, and you'll see that my results will differ. So you run that, and so it's two-way. So you can modify the array in different ways than I just did. I'm going to show you the major ways. So there's push. What that does is push adds something to the end of the array. Pop removes whatever the last thing of the array is. Shift removes the first element, and unshift kind of inserts a purple or whatever to the beginning. So what we're going to do is say console.log. We'll say colors here. Just let it worry about what colors there are. So here it actually shows us purple, brown, and blue, which is the result of those operations that we just did. It is also very convenient sometimes to find the length of an array. So we can just do it like this, colors.length, and that at this point should show us a 3. So I use that all the time. So there are going to be times when you want to iterate through an array, and you can do it like this. Let me fix that up. And what that's going to do is just go through the list. I know I haven't covered for loops yet, but we'll get to those later. Just trust me for it. Okay, let's do one more thing before we finish up with this section. Here I have an array of data structures, and they're key value pairs, as we already said, name, age, name, age, name, age. But this makes sure that I know it's an array, okay? And in order to, say, access parts of this, I will just say user sub 0, user sub 1, user sub 2, since there are 3 elements here. And so if I say user sub 1.name, that will output Bob. So I just run that. Here we go. Here's Bob. And we are all happy.